Hello everyone, my name is Keen Marie Masara, BSHM student from La Concepcion College Bacolod. Today, I'm going to interview one of successful entrepreneur in our community. So this is Leslie Lasaga, and she's going to share her story on how she started her business and on how she became a successful woman.
I was raised and I was born in a blue-collar family worker. I started working as a waitress. At the same time, I started in the Jollibee. At that time, I resigned from my kid sister in handling our business, which is Carinderia. But then, it was so boring for me. It was a very random thought, like, why we just establish a restaurant because I wanted to build or I wanted to establish something on my own.
So how you started business?
There's really no perfect moments or right moments in life, and especially in entrepreneurship. The perfect moments are after the created by you. By starting it right now, so I think it's like looking back and looking forward. Looking back, what motivated you? What are the bigger plans? Things you wanted to accomplish in the future. Take risks and challenge yourself. Fail so long as you can still afford to.
So what is your advice or tips about effective leadership and dealing struggles and
Compassion. I think it's very important when I established friendly food and beverage system. I wanted to rotate myself in all the rules of a restaurant to be able to become a good leader or an employer you have. To understand first better what are they doing on a daily basis. What are the difficulties or possible challenges that they might face from them as well and for the company. So the most difficult part is to handle people coming from different background, different culture, and somehow influence them to have this common goal and achieve. That goal, just like what I've been telling my employees, everyone has a very special role in the success of the company. Here in the service industry, we face a lot of criticism on a daily basis. I've learned how to observe them. That's how we grow, getting their feedbacks, and then eventually make improvement. You cannot be selfish. You have to think about your employees, the fact that you're extending help and assistance to their families is actually my motivations to work harder each day.
so what is your power of belief?
Next directions would be to work on sustainability and innovations. Because if you don't innovate, you're not gonna grow. An idea not executed is an idea wasted. I make sure to give it a try. A lot of people have been asking me, so what if I fail? I honestly don't know how to answer that. What if we don't? Sustainability is also important because I wanted Feedly to run on its own with or without persons. I started Feedly with the goal of being a tycoon someday. But then later on, along the journey, I realized that my goal is more than being a tycoon. What I really wanted to do is to establish a Feedly foundation. We're not really aiming to become the number one because being number one is also very subjective. We're aiming to be different. I wanted to let them know that nothing is impossible. A kid who had nothing can grow. The Friendly Group of Companies. Don't tell yourself you can't.
That's all. Thank you, Miss Leslie Lasaga, to share your knowledge and story on how you became a good and successful entrepreneur woman.
My pleasure.
Once again, thank you for letting me to interview your story. One thing to remember about entrepreneurship is that failure is at the end of everything but the chance at a new beginning. You can't see down their path and expect not to fail once or twice. If you start knowing that along the way you will encounter failure, you will be better. One of the huge mistakes people make is that they try to force an interest on themselves. You don't choose passion. Passion always choose you. One of the huge mistakes people make is that they try to force an interest in themselves. You don't choose passion. Passion choose you.